What is up, everybody? Welcome to Sixers Postgame Live. Today we are breaking down the Sixers easy W over the Brooklyn Nets, talking top takeaways, player of the game, grades, and more. Joining me, he is Mitch Kopsky. Give him a follow next at Mitch Kopsky. What's good, Mitch?
We're into playing. It looks like we're going to be playing. Bucks had one job, one opportunity, and nothing happened. Way to go, Doc.
As our boy Quentin chimes in, I know what that's about. We're going to get into Tobias, who had, as I begrudgingly admit, he had a very, very good game today. It looks like Sixers versus Heat in the play-in on Wednesday night. That is going to be a lot of fun. If we win that, it looks like we take on Glenn Rivers and the Milwaukee Bucks. Is that not cinema? That's just pure popcorn, butter popcorn, pretzels with cheese, like pure cinema. That is going to be an epic showdown.
That's going to be great. And speaking from a guy who saw Monkey Man last night, this is going to be better than Monkey Man.
Yeah, man, that's going to be wild. And give me the Bucks all day. I call me crazy, but I'll also take the Celtics as well.
Me too.
Because you either get the Bucks, who are just spiraling. You know, Dame Lillard is so. I can't believe the Bucks are now going to have to pay him like 5 years, $250 million, because Dame is just done. He's cooked. Yeah. And then you got the Celtics, who could be cold. They haven't played a meaningful game in quite some time. So it's almost just like ripping the Band-Aid off. But they beat the Heat. They play the Bucks in round one. Guys, if you're watching us live, please be sure to comment your thoughts on the win over the Nets, playoff vibes against the Miami Heat. I don't like playing the Miami Heat, I'll be honest. I like that team. I think they're a squad that could easily spam just several three-pointers and give the Sixers some problems. What's your first take against the Heat? Do you have any quick vibes?
All I got is thank God we got someone who can guard Bam down low. Because the last time we played, Bam just cooked us down low, and we didn't have Embiid. Now we do. So I honestly would rather play the Heat than the Knicks. Honestly,
I'm right. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Knicks. Although I'm still confident against the Knicks, any team that can really push the tempo against the Sixers gives me a little pause. Even the Pacers with Embiid's injuries, but it's the playoffs. They tend to slow down a little bit. Some comments before we get into this W. Bamba says Mo's last game as a Sixer was a masterclass. Mo had his best game, man. He was absolutely terrific, protecting the paint, rebounding, letting the game come to him for the most part. Mo was terrific with his defense. And that was really the storyline of this Sixers W, was defense into offense. There were times littered first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, where the Sixers would get deflections, turn into buckets. Contested shot in the paint lead to a transition bucket by Maxey or someone. That was really kind of my first take on this game. Gonna have to play the Knicks, it looks like. Cavs lost to the Hornets. New York, Chicago going to the wire. Yeah, we're gonna have to really update this as we go because we are reacting live. Is this the universe where we missed the playoff? No, that's not the universe.
Come on, Marshawn.
Miami's defense is elite. The zone still bothers the Sixers, Embiid or not. Absolutely. Nick Nurse is going to have to coach his ass off on Wednesday night. That's for sure. That has been an issue for a long time for the Sixers, and we'll see how they respond. They're going to have to adjust, and the Sixers shooters, Batum, thank God Buddy Hield is coming along with his shooting. We'll see what happens. They got to win for halftime.
There's a YouTuber who's a part of the Hardcore Sports Network. His name is Philly Halftime, and Nick is a huge fan of him. So, and halftime went into the game. So
nice. Sixers way better equipped to handle the Miami zone. As long as they're hitting their shots, man. As long as they're hitting their shots, and Embiid's passing really has been on point over the last since he's returned. Well, since the last several games. All right, so let's get into the Sixers W. Sixers got the win 107-86. Maxey was his Maxey self. As always, Maxey had 26 points, 3 assists, not great, but I thought he just looked fast out there, man. There were times when he was just putting, this Brooklyn Nets team in a blender, utilizing his speed, attacking the paint. He only got to the free throw line three or four at the line, but overall it was a great Maxey game. But this really starts and ends with Tobias Harris, who ends his Sixers career, at least from my point, hopefully, regular season wise, with 21 points, 2 assists, and 8 boards. I thought he was relentless attacking the glass. Is that a team high? No, not a team high. But he was a plus 19 in 30 minutes. This was one of Tobias Harris's, ironically, best games. Mitch, could this be the start of an upswing start for Tobias? Because we know he's streaky as hell. Could this be like hit momentum going in the right way for Toby leading into the playoffs? Because we know he cycles through these periods of good play and bad play. I'm just throwing it out there.
I guess we'll see against Miami on Wednesday. If he does his stuff or not.
Yeah, for sure. Toby was 8 of 15, 3 of 6 from 3. He looked confident. Again, he was really active defensively. He had a steal and a block, but it felt more than that. And if I'll be honest, like if Tobias is giving you that energy on the glass, like that changes a lot, because that's a big part of why I've been pounding the table for Ricky Council, because we know Ricky will rebound the hell out of the ball, and Tobias Harris is just allergic to that. So good to see Tobias kind of get something going at least. And then, man, where do we go from here? I thought another storyline of this game was Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
Buddy Hield had a great third quarter. He had 3 3-pointers in that third. One was like at the very end of the quarter. Huge swing for this, huge momentum swing for the Sixers that really like kind of pretty much sealed the deal. It pushed the lead to 17 at the time. Buddy Hield's a huge variable in this, especially against the Miami zone on Wednesday. If they get this version of Buddy Hield, who's been hitting at least 2 3-pointers the last several games, that's going to be massive for their chances, because we're not seeing a lot of DHO. We're not seeing a lot of off-screen between Buddy Hield and Joel Embiid as we maybe initially hoped, but at least we're seeing him kind of get his swag back a little bit. Because I feel like after he hit those like back-to-back threes, he really started to let it rip. Buddy Hield finished the game shooting 10 times from 3 in 22 minutes. Shoot it, baby. Any thoughts on Buddy Hield?
Just keep on shooting that thing. He has the green light. So just keep on shooting it. I don't care if you shoot 10 times in a quarter. Just shoot that thing, it will pretty much go in at that point. And with Buddy, it's just like in the beginning when we got him after the trade deadline, he was on fire. 20 points per game, averaging like 6 assists, and then he went down on that. He went downhill, and then now we need that Buddy Hield back from the trade deadline. That's the Hield we need back.
For sure. It's been a really tough like post All-Star game stretch for Buddy Hield. Again, he finished trying to read where's Buddy at? But he'll finish 4 of 10 from 3-point range, 6, 11, 13. All right, so he had 13 3-pointers and 15, 24, 28. 15 of 28 from 3 over the last 4 games. So that's well over 50%. So hopefully we see Buddy Hield and the catch and shoot kind of move into the playoffs. Mo Bamba, Mitch. Mo Bamba had a great game in this one. I thought his defense was excellent. I mean, he was only 2 of 3 from the field, as you expect, but he had 2 blocks. He was a plus 13. Unlike Buddy Hield, I think Mo Bamba has been relatively okay when the Sixers have needed him in moments like this. Any thoughts on Mo Bamba?
Hey, he's been stepping up as of late. He's been doing his thing. He's so bad when it comes underneath the rim. So He's stepping up when it matters the most. That's all you can ask.
Uh-huh. Nick says, prepare for the Celtics. We're going to lose Wednesday night for versus Miami. Then we'll beat the Hawks. If we were to lose against the Heat, we would then play the winner of the Bulls and the Hawks. Yes. None of those
Trae
teams
Young
really,
is supposed to be back, so maybe
yeah,
Trae Young can get him to the.
none
Can you
of those
imagine?
really scares me. Chris chimes in, who defends Jimmy Butler? What's the latest on DeAnthony Melton's health? Do you know?
All I know is that he did not play today. Maybe they're resting him for Wednesday. So if he does play, I will put Melton on Butler or even Kelly Oubre or maybe even Batum. Those are my top three.
Yeah, we'll see what Melton. I know he didn't play in this one, but I believe it was precautionary.
Yeah.
At least I hope.
And
Oubre,
Covington? Whatever happened to him?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. He's been MIA. I know Kate said something along the lines that he's coming back soon, but they're going to need him, especially
They
if
need him on Wednesday.
If they get that matchup against the Bucks and the Celtics, they need wing depth, and maybe that means Ricky's going to get some time. I don't know. Personally, I don't. That kind of makes me nervous, but at least we'll see. Only Glenn Rivers can let us down coaching another team. I don't know what's the bigger. I don't know who's the bigger fraud, Damian Lillard or Glenn Rivers, because both were awful. I mean, I think the Bucks had a pretty decent lead today, and then Dame Lillard with one of the worst performances of the year. I'm going to pull up the stats.
For me, I got to go with Dame Lillard on that because we already knew what Glenn Rivers was when soon as he got into the Milwaukee Bucks, and then he asked, "Why'd you hire me?" He actually asked, "Why'd you hire me?" And then, so I'm going to go with Dame Lillard because they gave up Drew Holiday in that process.
Dame Lillard in 30 minutes had 16 points on 2 of 14 from the floor. He was 12 of 13 from the free throw line. He had 2 turnovers to 2 assists and was a -8. Man, how would you like being locked into that contract? That would just be an absolute nightmare for the Bucks. Man, that's brutal. That is brutal.
The Celtics got off easy. The Celtics gave Drew Holiday a 4-year deal.
Yeah. Buddy Hield had 3 threes in a row at the end of a third. That was arguably the highlight of the game. That really kind of put this one away. Marshawn's in the house saying this better not be another Tobias Harris over me game. He had a great game as we started with the show. Does Payne crack the playoff rotation? Personally, I would rather go DeAnthony Melton as one of the first guards off the bench. Any thoughts on Cam Payne?
I love Cameron Payne. He can go on a hot streak. He can give you 10 points like that. But with defense and the wing depth going up against Jimmy Butler, give me Melton and please give me Covington back. We need that guarding Jimmy Butler. So maybe not this game, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. God, Payne's shooting definitely would benefit in that zone. We'll see. It depends on Melton and how Nick Nurse feels that he's ready to go. Pat Bev still misses Philly? Absolutely not. Nobody misses him. He was so overrated, man. Cub is back for the playoffs, has been practicing allegedly. New York Knicks to overtime. I don't know the playoff implications. So, Steven, let us know if the Knicks or who are they playing? The Knicks are
They're playing the
Chicago Bulls.
Bulls right now, and they're going to overtime. Yeah.
So does that matter who they would?
I honestly think if the Knicks win, I think we still. Who owns the tiebreaker though? That's the thing. The Bucks are the Knicks.
I don't know. This whole tiebreaker thing is nonsense to me. I
hate it. I hate it. Like someone DM'd me before we started. Do we have the tie? Who has the tiebreaker between us and the Pacers?
Yeah, and then the Magic would be over us somehow, but we beat them 3 times. I don't understand. It's the NBA is so soft, man. It's just a soft.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I can't stand it.
Todd is in the house saying we're ready to do some damage in the playoffs. If the Knicks win, Stephen A will be insufferable. Nick Nurse just confirmed on postgame that Covington is done for the entire season. Wowzers. Okay, did not expect that.
I did not expect that either. So give me Melton back ASAP.
How many players should we expect in the playoff rotation? All right. For better or worse, Tobias, Lowry, Maxey, Oubre, Embiid, Batum, Reed, Healed.
Melton?
Got to throw in a wing there.
You said Melton, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot.
Probably like 8 or 9. Something
Ricky Council then?
KJ? They probably put
KJ's out. KJ was out.
Long?
I don't know how much longer he's out. But Council? Like, who else am I forgetting here?
I'm all in for Ricky Council. Don't get me wrong.
I am too.
I'm a little nervous because he's kind of set up to fail just a little bit. So that sucks. Philly halftime, that was a great game. First time going. Nice.
Yep.
Only Doc I acknowledge are Julius and Roy. Just Glenn Rivers to me. I think we touched on pretty much everybody. Do you have any other notes to bring up before we get to player of the game?
I just want to bring up Kyle Lowry real quick. I know he finished with 8 assists, 0 points, but the leadership for the playoffs coming against Miami Heat in the play-in, that's something to watch out for. Kyle Lowry.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
I was really happy about Kyle Lowry's game. He had that. Don't look at the points. He had 0 points in 23 minutes, but I thought he was moving the ball really well.
Yeah.
He unleashes Tyrese Maxey's game so much. It allows Maxey to play more off ball, and that's an area that we know that Maxey really thrives in. 8 assists. I'm pretty sure he had like 6 of them in the first quarter. He had a steal. His defense was really good today, man. Just the way he's able to kind of like use his body and literally body, bigs in the paint and things like that are all the reasons why I hated playing him with Embiid and the Sixers in previous years. Like, he's definitely going to get minutes, no doubt about it. Are we being set up for a letdown on Wednesday? Jesus. Knicks and Bulls in overtime. If the Knicks win and we win on Wednesday, we play the Knicks. Otherwise, we play the Bucks. If the Knicks win and we win Wednesday, we play the Knicks. Okay.
So we want the Bulls to win this game then?
Jesus.
Right? So we want the Bulls to win. I don't want to play the Knicks.
I'd rather play the Bucks. That's just me.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But the fandom in that game will be insane.
I think there's a great chance we beat the Miami Heat. Defense will be a key factor. Nick says, I love Paul Reed. Shocking. No one knew that, Nick.
Can you give me something?
How about that pass by Paul Football Reed?
He tweeted out to the
basketball court.
He tweeted out to the Eagles. He was like, if you need me, let me know.
He's funny, man. Every now and then he showcases, a handle or a pass. He's great. Yeah, it was a solid Paul Reed game. Paul Reed had 13 points, 12 boards, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 6 of 12 from the field. Solid game. Looks like the Knicks will have 2.
So the Knicks, what's the score?
Let's take this down and put the Knicks game up. Why not?
Right. We got nothing else to do. Knicks are up by 2 with 2:13 left in overtime, 116 to 114.
Okay.
How many points does Brunson even have? That's a Brunson shot 40.
All right. Let's do
He got 40 points. DiVincenzo got 25. Shoot.
Knicks watch party. Pretty much.
Yeah. Hey, if we're on playback, we'll be able to watch it.
Football Paul forever.
That actually makes sense. I love it.
All right. Let's get to player of the game. We'll keep updating this game between the Bulls and the Knicks, but let's talk player of the game. Player of the game, Sixers versus Nets. Who you going with, Mitch?
I'm actually going to go with Buddy Hield on this one, just for that third quarter with the 3 threes. Him stepping up in a big time moment. We were cutting it close. Buddy Hield just took over. Give me Buddy Hield. And Quentin, how does it feel to have Tobias Harris on the last Sixers season game ever?
I got to go, Paul. I'm going to go Tobias. I got to go Tobias. It's only poetic that I pick Tobias Harris in the last.
I thought you were going Maxey.
No, because I've done it 1,000 times this season. Yeah, I thought Tobias was excellent, especially on the glass, attacking the paint. Hit
against a lottery team.
Exactly. If only Tobias Harris could play the worst teams in the league every single night, he'd be a great player.
Oh my God, yes. He wouldn't be so difficult to watch.
Love it, Quentin. All right, the Knicks are up 118 to 114. Let's get into grades. Be right back.
Don't you give me sweetness and light for my restless mind? Please give me a way to escape this world gone astray. You could give me a little peace of mind in these troubled times.
All right. How would you grade today's performance, man?
I think I would give it like a B+, A- range, just for the fact that we're able to take over this game with no Joel Embiid, and they just got it done, especially with Buddy Hield's third quarter. So I'm gonna go B+, actually.
Yeah, this was a good game. I thought I liked the defense. I liked the rebounding. I liked Buddy Hield kind of getting his head out of his ass. I mean, this was not like when I heard that Embiid was out today, like I was not, it's going to be okay. Like I was legit nervous about this game because obviously without Embiid, we have seen for good stretches, this team is garbage without Joel. So it's really good to see Embiid, an Embiid-less Sixers kind of put a team away. I thought that was Buddy Hield's offense. I thought they moved the ball well for the most part. And I thought just the whole overall defense was very strong today. Looks like the Knicks are up 120 to 117. Yeah. So I don't know. So I don't know the playoffs implications, but like I want the Bucks. So just give me I don't know what this means about the Bucks in the first round. That's where I'm at with this one. I need to read.
So basically what happens is, like they said before, if the Knicks win and then we beat Miami, the Knicks take the 2 seed if they win this game. So we will play the Knicks if we win on Wednesday. That's basically it.
NBA so much. I mean, this was like the Sixers took care of business. We gave them B+. It was a good day. But my God, pretty much everything went the wrong way for the Sixers today outside of them doing what they needed to do. That sucks. That really sucks.
Like, Bucks had one job. One. I don't know.
Apparently, Caruso's going off. Alex Caruso.
So Caruso just hit a 3 to tie it?
No, but Caruso has 13 points, 5 boards, 8 assists, 3 of 5 from 3. So I guess if the Bucks would then become the 3rd seed.
Yeah.
That sucks, man. I want Glenn Rivers, dude. So we still play the Heat in the play-in, correct?
Yes, I just got an update on my ESPN. We play them Wednesday at home at 7:00.
Oh, that's good.
And then it's the Hawks and the Bulls after that.
All right.
So there you go. We got the Heat on Wednesday.
Looks
7.
like the Bull. All right, Alex Caruso just made a layup, and the Knicks just called a timeout. I feel like we should hang here until this is over. Is that cool?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm getting nervous right now.
I want to watch this. This could be fun.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the Bulls.
Me too. They still have to announce for the games on Tuesday, though. So for the games on Tuesday, it looks like it's going to be the West Coast.
Okay.
That's what it looks like. So let's not be too far behind. Oh.
All right, so we're just waiting for this timeout to end. Caruso just hit a bucket. The Knicks have a 1-point lead. We're pretty much all in agreement. We're wanting the Sixers to match up with the Milwaukee Bucks in round 1 rather than the Knicks. If the Knicks win this, they get the number 2 seed, and we'll see how this goes from there. Pretty much everything went wrong for the Sixers today outside of taking care of their business. Not necessarily how we wanted this thing to go. It kind of just sucks that we finished the season with 8 straight wins.
Yep.
Playing some of the best basketball of the season, and we still make the freaking play-in. It's frustrating.
Crazy, right? Like I said before, we had to play out. We had to win out, but it depended on the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, it depended on the Bucks. They did their job. Occasionally, but oh my God. Why did it go to a double overtime? Oh my God. Oh, Dalen Terry ended the game. I love Dalen Terry. Young player.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Knicks have OG. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they don't have Randall though. Randall's out.
Yeah, but you know the Knicks. They'll try and rough Embiid up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I don't think the Bucks have anybody to stop Embiid.
All right. So it looks like that's his. Is that the game? Is that the game?
For the
2
Knicks
seconds left.
defensive board. Yep. All right, guys. That pretty much wraps it up. Mitch, final thoughts on this one? Plugs. Time's yours.
Yeah. All right. So good win. Good way to end the season. 8-game win streak. Could not ask for anything more. Sucks that we got to play in. It looks like we got to play Miami on Wednesday. So make sure you guys check me out on YouTube, Mitch Totsy, Hardcore Sports, Twitter, Mitch Totsy, all that stuff. Philly Talk with MKYT on Instagram. Appreciate that.
Final thoughts is Embiid's going to have to earn it, man. He's going to have to go up against the Heat and the Knicks, who I think are going to throw a lot of bodies at him. Should be interesting for sure. All right, guys. Party on Broad will be tomorrow night at 9:00. Probably talking Sixers matchups with the Heat and the Knicks, of course. And then we'll be doing a 7-round mock draft for the Eagles. If you love the NFL draft, I've put out 11 scouting reports on the 2025 NFL draft. Go check that out. I covered your boys, Will Johnson and Mason Graham. So they're out there. Go check that out. They're legit. They're legit prospects.
No, Quentin. Toby's not getting 3 years, $45 million.
Absolutely not. No, I mean, I'm still very positive about the Sixers chances or just overall trend right now. Like, I do think the offseason is going to be really fun. I do think the collection of like Embiid and Council and Maxey and Buddy Hield and Batum and
Oh wait, the game's not over yet. How's the game not over yet?
I'm throwing it back up. But anyway,
What the hell?
I do think there is reason for optimism
Yeah.
for the Sixers this offseason, regardless of what happens in the playoffs.
Robs a bank.
It's over. It's over.
It's over. Thank God.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it says final OT. What happened at the end there?
I don't know.
All right, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you on after Wednesday's game against the Miami Heat. He is Michkowski. Give him a follow on X at Michkowski. Stay awesome, everyone.